All right, beautiful. Yes, we've got our team photos, our gathered team photos. Welcome to the Academy, Franklyn Stephenson Academy. And today we're going to be taking on Worcester seniors. And we've got John, the captain. He's going to say a couple of words. I know that they're very upbeat at the moment. Guys have just beaten Isolation. Yes. Yep, and they're all friends. So I think they might have sent us a message. We're going to go and check and see what they asked us to do. But in the meantime, you can say hi.
Okay. Okay. We'd just like to say hi on behalf of Worcestershire. We're coming to the end of the playing side of the tour, and we've had a fantastic 5 games up to now, and of course we've saved the best till last. So we're really looking forward to it. I'm sure it'll be a fantastic day, played in the right spirit as it always has been. So let's get it on.
Absolutely beautiful. Welcome, and I'm glad for the sunshine you guys have brought, and we're going to have some beautiful sunshine cricket as well.
Cheers. Thanks.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Cheers. Bye.
To all and sundry. We're here at Franklyn Stephenson Academy, Bennett in Barbados, seeing an over 50s match play between Worcester's seniors team and the Franklyn Stephenson 11. To open the batting for the Franklyn Stephenson 11, who won the toss and chose to bat, we see Samuel Cooper on strike, and he was facing up just now to Martin Downs. The non-striker is Ricky Clark.
Very short boundary.
Yeah.
Is this the furthest track?
At the end of over number 1, a 30-over game, Franklyn Stephenson 11 has progressed to 5 without loss. Third or the pavilion end is Brian Pearsall, and he'll be bowling to Ricky Clark. At the end of over number 2, the score has moved on to 6 without loss.
Yes. Once people. I've already met the names, so. They've got a play called Gittings, spelled it the same way as mine.
Okay.
There's more Bayesians with that surname than our English. Oh. I can barely see. Oh.
The score moves on quickly to 19 without loss. By Cooper, taking him on to 14 and the score on to 25 without loss in this the third over. Over the score moves on to 27 without loss. Cooper on 15 and Clark on 5. Over number 5. The score moves on to 42 without loss. Cooper, he moves on to 15, and Clark on 20. Downs here taking a bit of a pounding. He now has 3 overs for 33 runs.
Kevin Troswell picking the bowling presentation. Is not an attack anymore. Presentation up from the far end, the northern end. And he bowled that one to Sam Cooper, who played it side for a single. Down comes Ricky Clark. vintage stuff here this afternoon. And beautiful sunshine to greet it. Ricky Clark easing forward, being beaten in flight in the length there, easing back and playing again, that little late dab. It's coming back into cricket actually, so I hear somebody in the background saying old time. No, we're saying vintage. Trustwell from the northern end. Beautiful sunshine here at the Academy ground. And this one is wide and stop leaning back. Normally you see the square cat is staying over, but this time Ricky Clark easing back, and it's not the late cat this time. He's actually hit it with a cross back, but well forward of point, beating the man at that short cover position. And the sweeper man to his right, down to the boundary for 4. No long chasing. The fence will stop the ball for you, so that's our extra field out there. And for anything that goes over the fence, we have LL. And this time it's late this time, to the left of the man at that sweeper position, who comes around like a comes around. And he's about to bend down, and the foot comes out, and he stops it, and it's back to the keeper. Well fielded, just allowing a single sweeper position. So it's a lovely setting for Masters cricket as we welcome the team from Worcestershire. When we think about Worcestershire, we think about Neil Radford and Phil Neal, Tom Moody, Damien Dolliver, and who's my wicket keeper? Dusty Rhodes. I'm about to call him Dusty Rhodes, but it's Rhodes the wicket keeper. Duncan Fernley, saying hello to Duncan. As we stream this game, you wouldn't know that it's on, so you wouldn't be seeing it live, but I'm sure the guys will let you know all about it, and you can check it out on YouTube and see it again and again and again. So the Cresswell was introduced into the presentation. We're not saying attack these days with this our vintage era. So Corona moves on to 62. 62 without loss. Franklyn Stephenson Academy representative 11 as our players continue to arrive to the scene. They're bold, and Sammy's bold, and you're going to miss my commentary for a while because I will be batting. I don't know how long for. So if you need me, well, sometimes boys say, hold the microphone, I'll be back.
Franklyn Stephenson's 11's first batsman. Samuel Cooper Bo Pearsall for 18, and the incoming batsman, the legend, Franklyn Stephenson himself. Scores moved on to 62 for 1 in the 8th over. Gosh, comprehensively bowled there by Franklyn Stephenson. I think he's not seeing today. And Pearsall has just taken a double wicket maiden there. The score remains on 62 for 2 on the incoming batsman, Anthony Morris.
You're going to smile when you get this all delivery. Why? But the bowlers will be happy when you bowl a good ball. Chances are you get a wicket. Oh my goodness. What's changed? I was going to hit that ball so far. So far. He's bowled me 4 balls. The first one came in just a touch, hit the inside edge of the pad. Second one went away from me. Played it well, got the outside edge. Drove at the third, and I thought, you know what? No, I'm not going to let him finish like that. So he's coming on that length, I'm going to hit him so far. He changed his line, changed the length, and this one pitch somewhere wrong middle and leg, and hit the top of off. Beautiful pitch. Did some work on it, and I really enjoyed the pitch, but I've got to watch now. So imagine that. Beautiful delivery. Done me all the way. Fantastic piece of bowling, and this is a very long one. That's what I instructed, but I was going to be at the crease to run those long ones. So 2 wickets down in quick succession, and yours truly didn't trouble the scores, but you did. Yes, they'd actually put 4 dots down for me. They were troubled to put 4 dots down and then a W behind those dots. What a delivery. Well, actually, if it was actually looking to survive, I would actually maybe play off the back foot, might have got an outside edge to it, maybe outside half. But that was going to be going so far. Beautiful piece of bowling there. So, what's new? Can't wait for the second innings. So it's going to be the next game, I think. Somebody's got to pay. I'll have a net this week sometime. New batsman, Anthony Morris, coming down from BNOD, the old Lime, Gladiola. The boys are back in the first league this year. Gladiola, and he's been entrusted to put some runs on the board for us here today. The guys have got a guest player, lad from Canada, and I think he's played, I know how many games I think he's probably played a couple of games with him so far, and his nickname is the Swiper, so you better put some runs on the board. I can't help. Nice looking shot there from Anthony, and he's got the legs to get down there for a single. Yeah, the first time volunteer hold the water back, but they don't really know it. They don't make that. Sheridan, the back for the team. They should have gone to back.
Somebody got about you. That's from your story.
Down the leg side. Is this the same bowler? Oh, off the back foot there goes Ricky Clark. And the stage is showing me how. Don't come forward too far to the slower stuff. Cut back and give it time to come to you. But that was a beautiful delivery. 5 superb deliveries, I reckon, to the new batsman. And then he falls it with a wide to the bowler, to the batsman coming next. Beautiful stuff. That's how we play a slow bowling, the classical sweep. There by Anthony. And this time he on drives it to point. The point back is going backward and a bit deep actually. So this one landing by the umpire who's standing in that point position. Back in the sun. Early afternoon sun. So the ball's still doing a bit, but Anthony is good to it. Very full this time, and the on drive going to the man in that leg side sweeper position. 71 for 2 after 10 overs. 71 for 2. Worcestershire cricket, and we're going to have some drinks.
Lovely sunny afternoon.
One for two, the representative side from the academy after 11 overs, and Ricky Clark goes on to 42. And Morris just getting to the crease. Anthony Morris, he's on 11. Wickets to fall. Well, we only mentioned one wicket to fall, and that was, I don't know about the giggles in the background. That was Samuel Cooper. And he was bowled first ball of the over, and I survived the next four to be bowled the last ball of that over, as Ricky's back and cutting late, but not late enough. A diving stop there. Old-fashioned grabble and fall down. But lovely movement there to get that one back and only save the one run. 82. And Morris is back and playing the back foot on drive for a single. Straight batted shot, getting back and pushing it down on the onside of the pitch. So 82 for two. We're in over number 12.
Who's bowling?
Pearsall bowling his last.
And Pearsall, having accounted, don't know, we really got that ball from him. I'm going to go on to this cast and have a look again and again. I'm going to delete it from the kids for sure, because they won't be able to live it down, not getting the run. But who knows, maybe they can learn something from it and never let it happen to them. I don't know how that'll happen though. 5 pretty full length deliveries, drawing me forward. Although we got Ricky Clark going back to those type of deliveries. Pearsall, just about to finish his spell, you tell me, but that over was a very, very good over. The first ball hitting Samuel Cooper's off stump. Looked like one that came back through the gate. Second delivery coming in to me slightly, back pad, long forward. Then the next one coming off the outside half of the bat, running down to the backward point. A little bit of movement the other way, subtly. Something you really don't want to give bowlers their due for at this stage. And this time, Ricky Clark playing a lovely lofted shot right into the car park. This one landed right where all the cars turned around, and O'Neill Haywood, he's after it for us. Hopefully it didn't go down into the catchment area. No, it didn't. O'Neill, who's not playing today, he's got to work this evening. Thank you, O'Neill, for retrieving that ball. Ricky Clark goes on to 50. Oh, it wasn't Ricky Clark. It was Anthony. So it was Anthony Morris. Sorry, I thought the bat flowed a little bit easily for Clark. Clark normally loves to play. Actually, he's hit a couple of powerful ones, but much lower. That was a lovely flowing shot that could pick up. Anthony Morris, very much a part of BNOC's cricket program, a cultural program actually. Visited him on Saturday night. They had a karaoke fundraiser. As Clark pushes out and looks at this one onto the onside, swing it onto the onside, and angle probably pitch about middle and off, middle and... Cheers, man. Thank you.
Did you take a message up there?
I actually asked him to hold the microphone for me. I'll be back soon. So I thought I was kidding, actually. Ricky Clark making room when he swings, and this one is going to beat this forward square to his left and down to the square mid-wicket boundary for 4. So a good G up by the batsman. Would have ordinarily been my right.
Green.
Keith.
R-E-E and E. Lovely. There are a lot of people who always cheat me of that last E.
There you go. Wouldn't like to do that, especially that you were so cordial to bring me a beer as well. Keith Green from Canada. And again, Ricky Clark swings and he tugs this one into the onside. A little bit of a funny bounce down there in that area. Yes, we do have some sifted mold to put in a few areas down there after the very wet period that we've had. But not going too far at all after the bubble. So just a single. Ricky Clark turning it down when he looks to pull. Anthony Morris, he's more of a lofter. And he, oh my goodness, there, all that we had lofted was his head. That was very, very high. But this one, not bouncing as high, keeping down, the keeper not holding on to it, getting under the bat and also just under the tip of the gloves as well. But a lovely pitch, very hard, true. It's got a little bit of moisture way down. Done well to dry it out and crisp at the top. So the brad's not making a dentation at the moment. Maybe that's why Anthony can run down the middle of the pitch. It wouldn't do it anything at the moment. So, so a single to Morris. Score goes on to 97. 97 for 2. I'm into over number 13. We're playing 30 overs, so. And now a little byplay, and his bat's there again. So it tells me that Ricky Clark is playing cricket quite often. And that's his 50. 50 to Ricky Clark.
I thought he was more than that.
Yeah, I thought that 6 stuck in there just now, but trust the scorers. We're very intermittent. Scorer's got a nail on all the time. This one is a swept delivery, angling just onto the leg stump. And Morris goes down and swings this one. Shows that these boys are very active, practicing very, very often. The BNOC's got a lovely cricket program. The youngsters, when they turn up, they play all afternoon, and then in the evening they play softball and tape ball, and then in the night they're coming forward under the light. So that's how we love to see youngsters playing. People talk a lot about instructing the youngsters. Great when you can open the door onto the level playing field. So 97 for 2. 99 for 2 after 13 overs. Very fast scoring arena. Not very big boundaries, lovely outfield, and now that the rains have abated, we've got outfield back to running quite quickly. Going to make an effort this year not to cut the grass too low. See if we can avoid some of the cracks that have already started appearing. But with age comes experience. This is our 7th year in operation. And we've got a lovely program planned. We've also got our 5th tour planned this year. We've taken the under 11s to the Taunton Festival for West of England schools competition, which involves the likes of Wales and Middlesex, our nemesis Yorkshire. As the 100 comes up in the 14th over, first delivery the 14th over, 100 for 2 in this 30 over contest. Looking for a total of 320. Yes, I think they're trying to put some scores on the board. Oh, and a swing and a miss. There by Ricky Clark. It pretty much was on the cards. Somebody said he looks a little bit jaded. Could be too that he's looking to pass the willow around and let some of his compatriots have a knock. But this one was slow but well directed, pretty full, and that customary lean back and tug. And this time, again getting under the bat, but this time into the off stump. So Ricky Clark goes for a well played half century, and that allows Sherlin Babb to get to the crease. Well done, Ricky. I'm glad I didn't tell the guys that my last knock here I scored 163 off 65 balls. So to follow that with a duck, I'm glad I didn't mention that. So I think it's a knock or two in the nets before next encounter, which is going to be on the 17th of. Oh my goodness! Welcome to the crease. Welcome to the crease, Sherlin Babb.
in, don't rush.
What do you say about that? Beautiful stroke. This one was well lined, good full length, but the lines, not unlike Ricky Clark's dismissal, when Ricky Clark started to fall back a bit, we saw that gap open up, and then when the back came down, it was at an angle that got that the ball got under. They showed him Bab's first delivery, stayed nice and tall, and came in with a pretty straight bat, but a lovely shot out of the middle and over the right, to the right of the pavilion and down into the ravine. And this one is hit low but hard. The fielder coming around. He thought about a foot, and then he thought, well, I can get a hand to that. But in the end, he was late. The dive, must applaud the dive, actually, because I think anytime you see me hit the ground, it's to a very big mishap there. But a diving attempt there, not being fruitful. And so that's another 4, so it's 110. 110, and this one was well flighted, and he won left for a second chance, but he lost this one behind the bowler's head this time, but well short of the fielders coming in from the long on and long off boundaries. No, I was gonna hit it. I was into hitting it over the board in my picture, but middle leg and hit the off stump. But I recognized, and it was recognized that when it came to the crease, he lifted his game because every ball did a bit of something. He really bowled it well. I gotta appreciate that. My answer to that, first 4 good deliveries, I was gonna hit him really far. I remember Leroy Marshall. You know, he bowled me 4 deliveries like that. Actually, the first delivery, over hit it for 6. And then the next 4 didn't touch. Then the last one I thought I had to go, and he hit my stumps. So reminds me of that over, hitting my stumps after me trying to break the shackles. But the score now being 111. Is that Nelson? Leslie? Half of Nelson. Leslie says half of Nelson. So that means it's 55 and a half. What's 2-2-2? The score?
No, that's 6 in darts.
Les has lost me. 111 on the board for the 3 wickets. Sheldon Babb, who's been dominating so far, 11 off 3 balls. And he's much more respectful this time. 111 for 3. And we're into the 15th over.
Strong ball, may not that boundary.
Sheridan's in a real no-nonsense mood, and he's also quite strong, going to the long end of the ground and pretty much into the wind, taking on the long-on fielder. He's gone again. He's taking on mid-wicket this time, and he's found the fence again. And we did see the mid-wicket fielder go a whole lot straighter after that first hit there in the over by Sheridan. And now he's wondering, I think he's going to drift a little bit back to his right, is he? But he has gone into what is effectively, well, they're now in the 2 longest parts of the ground, long on, widest and mid-wicket straightish. And this one is gently tucked into the onside towards the man at that square-like position, and just a single. So not all brawn, as you might say, from Sheldon Babb, stepping into the breach and being in a real no-nonsense mood. And Anthony has been solid so far. He's played some delightful shots as well. He favors the sweep. And this one is a lot more powerful, my goodness, that came out of the middle. Lovely sound of the bat as well. 4 runs from the man from BNOC. And we welcomed them into our under 16 competition. They came in, last team to enter, just 6 teams playing, and we are very thankful to all the teams. But BNOC is the one that's come up trumps, played 9-1-8. Lovely drive down the ground. And just a single.
Oh, right.
I'm not property. What can I?
And that was mine. Yeah, you're getting another one. There you go.
And this one is gone. Where is this one? Oh, but it's gone. And the second invitation for them. Looking after the full coming. I was playing at Grace Road. Grace Road is Leicester. The Cathedral Ground. And what do we call New Road? Lampit. And what's the other guy? Very close to Lampit as well. England. Seam bowler. We're swinging the ball prodigiously. And Lampit to me, and I middled it over by the petrol station, and that's the first one. And then that's far enough. Fence and all man. It's for a lady, he said, and so he's got a good viewpoint from the tamarind tree, but he can't stay there very long. He's got to come and go fetch balls. So we're into the spear. Oh, this one has gone into interested in singles. This one could have been two, I reckon, but club. No, the heel club, and he's the bounce, but well flighted as the original ball is over in the field, and this one is holding his own, shaped to be an off break. There you go. Father Cricket is looking after you. Don't do that to Cricket so often. 148 for 4. Sherlin Bab 31 from 11 deliveries. So he's campaigning for IPL play. So I don't know how many of the scouts got on it. Very enterprising batsman, but being out fox, and that's what happens when you come to this stage. You won't be knocked over with the bouncers, but you better have a encyclopedia about you, because you're going to be entertained with skill and guile, and then you can reminisce as to what it was in its heyday. I can vouch for that. 4 deliveries on about a good length on that off stump. First one inside half of the bat, second one outside half, third one solidly played, fourth one a little bit of a drive, so the fifth one in my book was to go. You can't tie me down for so long. And he went onto my off spill when I was playing down my middle and leg line. So I was in Waterloo, he was in Bakerloo. That was where my stumps were.
Hello. Hello. By the end of the tree, come forward. Door. Door up. Yeah, something then. That ball was landing in the tree. Unless they hit the tree and bounce off, so. Well, at least he got it. If it's another ball, it can't be that fresh. So
Driven by Robert, and that it will be 2. Anthony's going back to the far end, and so Robert can do the Young thing and come down to this end. So well driven there by Robert Young. Old stalwart. Bring it to 150 up. Doing more than me. He's now got 200% more than, well, actually, you can have more than 100% of not. And a sweep by Robert, not bringing out anything. Robert been away from the game for a while, but that's not a problem at his stage right now. That's actually a benefit in that he's had a good bit of rest. Played a few games for Melbourne B last year. And Robert is long retired from work, but that's the beauty of cricket. Or cricketers, we just knock on, roll on, bowl on, and love the game. That's why we all here. Over 50s cricket, Worcester senior cricketers taking on the Franklyn Stephenson Academy representative 11. A lot of grandparents and parents of the kids who play in the various age group divisions, as we've managed to get on the 16 competition going this year. We've got one more series of games to play, and the man at the crease right now, Anthony from BNOC. Anthony has been very instrumental, coming with the team at the last moment, and his team has been the one that's been absolutely dominant, I must say. 9 games, 8 wins. Anthony Morris. I keep forgetting that surname for some reason. I ever think about his brother. That's my buddy up here at the recycling plant, or metal dump as we call it. Then I remember the surname. I remember his Christian name and his brother's surname for some reason. Senior moments as we entertain the Worcester seniors. Single there to Robert Young. Mr. Cricket of the Halls Village in Holders Hill, Melbourne stalwart, as Anthony goes after this one. Fingers cutting across the ball there, and a little bit of in-nip getting into the bottom, onto the bottom edge of that shot, and coming off the edge of the bat and into the pad and bouncing away from the stumps. So Anthony looking to push it on. So he won't be around for too long, but that's a powerful smack. That's a powerful smack. I was blocked by the man at the long on position, actually, so I didn't see what happened. I heard hands, and I saw it being sent back. So I think what I thought was hands was actually the fence, but that was a powerful hit. And this one is full, no appeal. Beauty of experienced cricketers. Ball's missing the stump, you don't get an appeal. The youngsters are playing. By this time, you've got about 6 of them running towards the umpire and begging. And we're pleading, come on, what are you appealing for? Was it close to the stumps? Pushed through and driven straight back down the ground. Anthony Morris now really enjoying it. You can see a lovely smile on his face. Man, there's always a smile on Anthony's face. 157 for 4 after 18 overs. What have we got here? Short singles. You know, those are things that are in the back of our minds. And when we get halfway down the pitch, think, what was I doing? Robert took a year to get there. But so I burst out smiling halfway down the pitch. What a short single. Oh, Robert Young. Robert's going for the big one. You know what, Robert? I think Naeem and Malik are going to see that. Granddad of Naeem Young. Youngster just making his way now with the West Indies on the 19s and very dashing. Got 2 half centuries back to back in the World Cup. He's going to enjoy seeing his granddad play that shot. But I think we can do the blotting out as we've got Kevin on the camera. Kevin Young, Robert's dad. Sorry, Robert's son. And Kevin's got the biggest smile on his face. Kevin actually volunteered to play today if he were short. But we leave him with the camera for the time being because we do have enough players at the moment. And so, but Robert, normally he pushes it around and he nudges it here and there. Robert's gone for the big one. And it went all of about 22, 24 meters away from the bat and landed in no man's land. So he's still there. And I'm not taking a mick out of anybody. I didn't get anything to go 20 meters off the bat. Take a picture of me? I want a picture of me and send it to me.
Yes.
163-4, and we're into the 9th over. After 19 overs. And Richard Moore comes in. Moore. Richard Moore. Nick. It's off the bottom edge of the bat into the offside. Not really that. I need a safety. I hope you can just the hair, you know. You're going to be a bottle. Yeah, I got to be a bottle microphone. And Robert Young, so I didn't see. We're going to have to look at the replay and I'm told that Robert went back and he's coming back. Robert, you got a lot more than me.
What were you thinking when you were that single down there just now?
Five for 5 after 20. Anthony Morris on 45, not out. Ronnie Roberts, our resident team manager. 165 for 5 after 20. And Anthony Morris on strike.
What do you want to say? I want to rant at Frankie here. Oh. What you real funny, sir? Hello? What do you want to manage, bro? Kevin, the good he's very bad at here. He is here tonight.
Anthony Morris going in flight. The turn on this one and swing it to the leg side. And totally out of sync. It was slow, too slow. And LBW, judged by Anthony King. Well done. Anthony Morris going for 47, 46, LBW. Yeah, thank you. Man, it come too late. I went back and I needed my glasses. You see, my glasses now come, see? Sorry. To the crease. And he's purely batting from memory, and that Wayne was supposed to come and get a practice. This is a week and a half now. Oh, and he plays that one suddenly out of the middle. So Wayne, that's your practice. You got it in the middle. I got 4 in the middle too. 4 prods. Oh, my lady Julia, she's just come. She's now brought my sunglasses. I forgot at home this morning. So that's my excuse for not getting off the mark. Not a happy lady at all. She's not happy with me playing cricket today. She said, but I'm stronger than that. I'm pretty good. I was okay prodding forward, just that my bat, I was good, my bat wasn't. Missed the ball. Score? 168 for 5, for 6, after 21 over. 168 for 6. All right. Do have enough players here for sure. That's a lot. We can produce a team of over 50s. Now compete. Any blame, you gotta blame the coordinator, captain, but I think I got the 5 best balls of the day. Oh, beautifully bowled there, well up to the bat, right into the block hole. And Ricky's gonna have something to show his grandson that he actually played it. Just brought his grandson to the academy. And Shaka, oh, I remember his grandson's name soon as Ricky nudges one to the onside. And those pads probably haven't seen the light of day for for a few years. They're thinking, what's this? It's sunlight. What's sunlight? And I think they want to go south of Ricky's north of Ronnie Roberts, if I can see it, I can cut it. And Ronnie is castled. Ronnie is absolutely castled. Tugging towards mid-wicket. And this one a little bit of a nip away, but Ronnie needed to play more forward there than back. Very experienced campaigner is Mr. Moore. 169 for 7. 169 for 7.
Young. They say like 2 that guy, like right down the middle. You know what, right?
59 for 7. All right, and now we got Mr. Moore bowling to his buddy. Badminton. Richard Moore, Keith Green, and this is a lot of love here, so you wouldn't say there's no love lost, but I'm sure that Richard would love to get Keith's wicket. Good friends and compatriots. And today they're on either side, so this is the crossroad, and Richard has gotten a lot of runs. He's gotten himself the nickname of Swiper. And now he's showing that he's very adept with the bat, not with the ball, not trying to bowl fast at all, but it's on that good length and that good line. So very tough. Well bowled, getting the wicket of Ronnie Roberts. Yeah, Ronnie Roberts. Ronnie is a very lovely guy, helpful around the academy. His son Aaron represented the academy on a couple of tours and quite a few games, and Ronnie's been very helpful, having to manage the under-16s and the under-13s. Always keen to be involved, but his keenness has maybe got to stretch to the nets. I've got to take my keenness to the nets if I'm going to play. But I'm not so sure how much it's going to help me if I get more deliveries like that. Oh, and Ricky Jokes is down the wicket and lofting this one down the ground. And so much is from memory these days, because I would expect that Ricky to play that shot a few years ago, be expected to go over the fielder's head. But Ricky's lofted drive down the ground falls well short of the man at that mid-on position. He's not saving one, but he's definitely not on the boundary. The boundaries are not that far, so Ricky getting the lofted shot to fall well short of the mid-on after advancing down the wicket for his third single. And all these cricketers with the old pads, vintage cricketers with old pads struggling to stay with the batsman. So 170 for 7. Oh, and the cut shot there not working. Back coming down from high on the closed face. Ball, not enough pace to bounce really. And getting it on the inside edge of the bat. It was quite full. And so Mr. Green just getting it off the inside edge of the bat. But luckily for him, it passed the leg stump and into the keeper's pad. This one is nudged into the onside, or did it come off the pad? The umpire is unmoved, but that still doesn't tell us much. But we will credit a single to Mr. Green, who's looking at his pad, or still feeling for it. So 171 for 7. Scoring rate definitely slowing down. Ricky Jokes, and we see the mid-on coming in now, even though Jokes has been advancing down the pitch. And Jokes goes down on one day and he swings. Don't know if he got a touch to it, but this one coming, turned into him. And yes, oh no, he didn't. But did he touch it at all? Did it touch him? Well, Ricky's is given a knock to say, thank you, I played a nice shot. You hear that, Ricky? Ricky, you hear that? He's very happy with himself, but he's been given 4 leg byes. And this one is lofted again, down the ground, the offside this time. And it just dribbles to the man of that short, not so short, mid-off position. And the single. So Ricky, it could be the bat that still got the mothballs and too much cobweb on the face. This one nudged into the onside, just back out of square by Mr. Green, and then another single. Not a very good throw. So 173. Sorry, 177. 177 on the board. 7 wickets down after 23 overs. So 7 overs remaining. So no one to complain that, oh, I didn't get a chance to bat. I think we're all going to get a chance to bat. At least I don't see the other 2 guys rushing for pads at the moment. So happily, we're there. Good participation. 177 for 7. With 7 remaining. 177 for 7 with 7 remaining. And I'm distinctly trying to figure out why I'm feeling a little bit uncomfortable sitting here. It's because I've still got a thigh pad on. I wonder why.
Missing off stump. Get forward, get forward. Remember, you told me you're going to get forward. That one was a little bit past the square leg, and probably want you to want you to get it out there involved. That one was a little bit quicker.
Run on. We're going to run it, boy.
Spin in both ways. You want back to the middle?
That's all it could be. Yeah, you're already in the club.
I can see my house from here.
And you know what?
Well, I don't think, I mean, you have to continue some sort of duty. I don't know. She said that she doesn't. I thought so. What's the score, Leslie? 205 runs on the board for 8 wickets. 8 wickets down, 205, and we're into the 28th over. So 3 overs after this. We got 2 overs and 5 balls. And the Academy representative 11 doing well to here. I would say we're in St. Thomas, but we're just east. We're just the other side of the highway, overlooking the Sandy Lanes Green Monkey prestigious golf course here at Sandy Lane. I can interest the guys in having a knock over there from guys from Worcestershire in England. It's just a mere $4,000 for the tea time, and then you pay the caddy. And the drinks cart will be coming around. And no, it's not free. It's not part of the subscription. But it's a beautiful golf course, lovely setting over 2 quarries, and then you got that beautiful clubhouse to go and sit in after. As Green is down the pitch, and again tugging this one with the inside half of the bat into the onside for the single. So he started the 29th over. 218, or is it 215? 215 runs on the board, and the big man, or the man with the big bat as well, tugs this one yet again into the onside off the inside half of the bat, and yet another single. 216 comes on the board. So will that be a challenge in total? Will it be a challenge in total? You will find out shortly. We do have to have a bite of lunch after this one's angled down the leg side. Green making room towards the leg side, and so it can into his pad and bunks out into the offside. And no real fleet-footedness out there, just a coolly amble single, even after Green wasn't quite interested. Didn't know he had the time. Vintage cricket, vintage stuff. And I got 5 vintage balls. This one is wide and helped wide of that straightest sweeper position by Peter Clark. And that's 4 runs. Peter Clark doesn't have to run far. Peter Clark has no intentions of running very far. He goes on to 31. And he looks quite set and settled to stay there and have a go. doesn't sort of carry the frame that you can associate with sprinting up and down, but he doesn't have to. He's got something to put on the ball, and he's put it on again. Tug, this one angled down the leg side as Clark made the room. He actually helped it to go further down the leg side, back with a square and 4. Score going on to 225. 225 runs on the board, looking more and more decent. Very decent considering that I wasn't one to help with a single one of those. And this one is hit straight towards him in that long on position, who's going back, and he actually signals 6. I spoke with a man this morning that I had a challenge with that with. I was bowling to the West Indies down in Hobart, and I gave Viv Richards a bouncer, 1981-82 season, and it was a good one. Viv top half of the bat and choked, and Peter Clough, my buddy from Tasmania, called me this morning out of the blue. Actually sent me an email, and I had to reflect that Peter Clough came running in off the boundary, and I'm shouting, "No, Peter, stop, stop!" By the time Peter stopped, he jumped, and it was over the tip of his fingers, and he signaled 6, and that was a travesty. No way, absolutely no way. I was crestfallen. Not only that I didn't get him caught, maybe for 6. So the scorebook said. So I thought I'd set him up again. Few length deliveries, and then I hit down another bouncer, but I think he was waiting for it, and he hit it down in the tennis courts at Bellarive Oval. And so I had to revert to other means. But I was successful. He was one of my 5 wickets. As this one comes off the bottom of Green's bat. And a very solid stop there by the right instep. And this is the final over of the innings. So Green looking to go. And this one is wide, slanted wide, pulled down and pushed. And just a block on the offside. So Green said, "I'm not getting time, Peter, so it's up to you." Over to you, Peter. And Peter's on 41. Can he get to his 50? Can he be not out? Can he? We don't have to ask many questions. We can just watch. This one is flighted straight, and it goes straight into the edge of the building. And that's 6 runs. 6 runs, 47. 47. 47. Nothing to break on the top of the roof at that side. We have the water heater on the other side. Remember Chris Jordan coming down to practice with his mates. And we gave him the middle. And somebody said, "All right, I just bat 2 more balls." And this guy just lofted one straight into the water heater. And I thought, yes, you know what I thought. Didn't feel like challenging him to replace it. He came and said sorry. But we got it fixed. The panel on the water heater, that one just hitting the roof on the side of the building. So Peter Clark goes on to 47. See that familiar twitch of the toe, so he's ready to go again. It is the last over. And this one is worth it. It's hit hard and straight and well stopped there, getting everything behind it. It's Neville on the long off boundary. Brave man, never getting in the way of that. But on this outfield you can. You don't expect any funny bounces. And so all hands in knocking it down. Knees take a bit of the brunt. As this one is halt at bottom edge of the bat, going out to the fine leg region. And one more to Green that puts Peter Clark's leg by. I thought that was a huge big bottom edge. So the umpires are in their own zone. I find that one to me was nowhere near the bat, not sort of legs. I thought it came off the bottom edge of the bat. Peter Clark on 48. Make that 54. I must admit to being not very far away from that one. There was a time I would have saved the ball, but this time it's every man for himself. Save yourself. So I just leaned to the left and allowed it to crash into the benches area. There was a time I would have saved the ball. Right now it's every ball for itself. And that is the end of the over. And the end of the innings, we thought that we would have had another batsman come in. There was a call for Peter to give his knock-up, but that was the ball that brought us 58. Well done, Peter. And the Academy getting to, what, 240? We'll give you the score shortly.
Don't worry, don't worry. 5, 2, 1, 6. Don't worry, don't worry.
Yeah.
In then.
Go on, yeah.
Martin's not going to die wandering.
I'll have a few more over there, I think. Yeah. Oh!
Cool, you have to go on to it.
Commence their innings. Facing now is Neville McCollinson, and he's facing up to Skeet, Norwell Skeet. The non-striker is Mike Prince. The score on the fourth ball of the over is 6 without loss. Remember that they're chasing 247 for victory from 30 overs.
Come on, keep running up.
Oh, that's gone. Oh.
Worcestershire has progressed to 10 without loss at the end of over number 1. The attack for the Academy 11 at the northern end, and he'll be bowling to Mike Prince.
Nearly snuck up on him. Yeah, well done. Well done, Martin. He'll be pleased as punch, won't he?
Oh, he'll be over the moon about it. Crikey, he might even wire around his knees.
Yeah, a decent.
The wrong bloke here, and
For number 2,
I got somebody else in my picture.
Worcestershire has
The opener that whacked it.
proceeded to 11 without loss. Skeet to continue to bowl from the southern end.
Finalists there, I think it's Northern Village was Babylon, Fire and Babylon. Cricket. Something forward. Oh, well done. This evening, 6:30, 7 o'clock. Queen's Park. Oh, Queen's Park, all right, yeah.
Got Martin.
Yeah.
17 without loss. Worcester senior cricketers here at the Academy. Bennett, Simpson, Thomas. Skeet. The ball in his hand, and my goodness, what is Sherlin Bab doing? He's opted for the gloves. A young looking man, he's a young 50. And we think we got to relieve, we got to rescue the gloves. Good stuff there by Skeet. Holding back, but he's not connecting with much at the moment. This one, just to say the off stump, sort of angling in slightly, and he had a tug and a miss again. And again, it missed the off stump. So he says, I'm not going to be hanging around for too long if I'm not getting it away. So he's going after it. From the outset, very attacking, enterprising is Prince. Not a lot of contact as yet. Gentle stuff. And this one, the bottom edge, and that's enough to beat the man at that backward square position for 4. Score goes on to 21. 21 without loss after 3 overs. So, run rate required. 8.4 runs and over. 7 achieved so far. 21 off 3 overs without loss. Is Worcester's senior cricket tourists here at Barbados. They're having a lovely tour. A lot of compliments for isolation, the setting, and the ambience, the hospitality, and also for allowing them to win as well. But great to see, and I've got some of our local pundits asking me that we must put out a regular over 50 team. It's nice to see the older folk coming out and playing cricket. Shows that the cricket is a good game of recreation and exercise, and shows that you're fit enough, long enough as well. Some of us carry support, sometimes for the knee, sometimes for the back. Still good when you can get out there, even with support. And this one is beautifully bowled, and it didn't turn pitch. Firm pitch isn't going to turn much at all. So firm that we didn't need to roll it at all at the break. Beautifully bowled again by Anthony Morris of BNOC. Lovely to see the guys down. He's brought some of the guys from Maxwell down to play. So we're looking to get the fraternity together. We have another game coming up next month on the 17th of April. We're at the university in Cave Hill against be back to you on that. Against some senior moments in my brain here as this one is played back down the pitch. So good over there by Anthony Morris. Score remains on 71. 71 without loss. Sorry, 21. I'm getting a serious shout from Leslie, misrepresenting her score card. 21 without loss after 4 overs.
Martin.
4 runs. Martin finally collecting with 1, and this is in the 5th over. Oxford is who we'll be taking on next month. Oxford University. University? Goodness gracious. The Oxford over 50s Masters team. And so Skeet from the southern end, just haven't been tugged for 4. And this one is just out of the reach of Wayne Jilks there at that extra cover position and down to the mid-off boundary to the left of mid-off. And Ronnie Roberts coming around and making a solid stop and returning. So not far away there. Wayne Jilks just when he grows up. This one cut off the bottom edge, and a brilliant stop there by Robert Young, and the dive to his left. Fantastic stuff. Yes, the applause is for the fact that Robert got back up. Little nudge at the back, telling him that she's got the Benjis and the
rubs that she's going to make sure Murray has. And this one is wide and beautifully played, giving the room, and the hands relaxed at the point of impact there, and leave it a little bit late. Square on the offside, 4 runs. Not a very good throw there from, is it Samuel Holder? No, I think he corrected him. It's Cooper, Samuel Cooper. Sounds like a good old-fashioned Western name, Sam Cooper. As Sheldon allows another one down the leg side. Man from slip. I said chase. Yes, well, he did chase it. And along there by the batsman. Score on to 26. 27. No, that's 30. 30 runs on the board for no wicket. This is the over number 5. Edged, but not really expected to be taken. This one was quite fine, and so it went to the left of the man at that first slip position, supposedly. But first slip in this at this age group is the person who wants to do the least running, and that means that they're ordinary, that they're not very mobile, and so when you got to move to your left and get down very quickly, money's on the ball. So 4 more, score going on to 34. 34 without loss after 5 overs. And we're now going to take our break for lunch. In that at the normal break time, lunch was not ready, and so we had to, and Martin is very chuffed. I'd be very chuffed as well if it was not out at the break to resume.
Come Neville.
Interval Worcestershire has commenced their innings and have swiftly moved on to 43 without loss. New bowler at the northern end, that of Samuel Cooper, and he's bowling to Matt Collinson.
Did you get what happened before?
One and a half.
47. After 6. This is Ricky Clark. Ricky Clark. At the end of over number 6, the score moves on to 47 without loss. New bowler at the southern end, that of Ricky Clark. Four.
Hey John, you didn't tell me this.
Changed his mind.
Worcestershire, 50 off of 40 balls, 9 fours.
Can't believe it. We will get her back sometime.
That have Prince, bowl for 23. The score 52 for 1.
Hi, Martin.
He's going to the crease after we saw the fall of Prince's wicket, bowled by Ricky Clark for 23. The score 52 for 1.
The only thing I know how to do. Yeah, I don't get doing this.
Well, Martin.
Stephenson doing duties behind the stumps. We don't know how that ball has actually missed. Bowling at the northern end, and he'll be bowling to Pegot. Yes. And at the end of the over, Worcestershire has progressed to 65 for 1 from 8 overs.
65.
They now require 182 runs from 22 overs. You're bowling, and he'll be bowling to Matt Collinson. The non-striker, Pigot. 1 in 9 overs, Worcestershire, playing against Franklyn Stephenson Academy 11 in this Masters 50 over 50 friendly. And Robert Young. Attack from the northern end, replacing Samuel Cooper, who has 2 for 23, 2 overs for 23 runs. Over number 10. The score is now 73 for 1. McCollinson on 24. John Pygott on 10. They now require, Worcestershire now requires 174 runs from 20 overs. McCollinson out bowled by Ricky Clark, making 24. The score 73 for 2, requiring 174 runs from 118 balls. Current rate 7.06, required rate 8.85. And Thomas. We just saw the loss of the third wicket for Worcestershire. Thomas ran out for 1, scored 78 for 3. Okay, Richard Moore went to the crease. He's the non-striker. The score 82 for 3 after 11.4. And with that catch spectacularly dropped today by Anthony Morris in the deep, the score moves on for Worcestershire to 84 for 3. Ricky Clark to continue bowling from the southern end. As the run rate slowly creeps up now to 9.06, they require now 163 runs from 18 overs or 108 balls. There by the batsman and the bowler. At the end of over number 13, the score moves on to 88 for 3. Pygott on 19 not out, and Moore, he's not out on 5. They now require another 159 runs from 102 balls or 159 off 17 overs.
Robert, you want to continue?
Oh. sorry, slasher.
No, straight on my
Face swiper or face swiper? And with that single, the 100 comes up for Worcestershire up of 14 overs. Pai got not on 23, more 12. Requiring now 147 from 96 balls. What's after this over? 15. 15. 15. Yes, I had that. What's after this over? Go there, Rick. Now here between the bowler and the batsman.
Not down the original ball.
That's what it is in the ball. So send that, that's one, is it small? Send that one's off. No, that was not it. That's not the original ball. That's a ball, but not the ball. You know how many balls get lost right there? I don't know if the ball come back in. That's the original ball. Yeah, they're playing the original ball.
Let me get another 6 off of you, know, boy.
Of over number 15, the score moves on to 109 for 3.
109.
I thought they wanted to do.
Nine. 09. You want a drink now? You're taking a drink right now. New bowler coming on to
Ball at the northern end, Sherlin Babb. He replaces Robert Young. By Richard Moore as he greets Bob. 116 for 3.
Oh, that's a broad. That's the little world.
gone so far in the over, and the over is already costing 12 runs.
Ooh, well good.
Look for the ball, everybody stop. Look for the ball out there, everybody stop, boys.
Very expensive first over ball there by Bob. Some 15 runs coming off of it. Worcestershire will be very thankful as they moved on swiftly to 124 for 3. At the end of over number 16, they now require 123 for 84 as we see the players coming off for a drinks break. Both Pygott and Moore on 25 each. Worcestershire, 150 off of 120 balls, 18 fours and 5 sixes. Number 18, 150 for 3. Moore Nutter on 46 and Pygott on 27. They now require 97 from 72 balls. The car.
Yeah. That's it.
Rangers taking up the attack from the northern end, from the southern end, replacing Ricky Clark, who ended on figures of 2 for 44 from his 6 overs. The score 150 for 3. Just a reminder, they now require 97 from 72 balls, and they're slightly ahead in the run rate.
Say again, Franklyn.
As an appeal comes up from the first Franklyn Stephenson, the umpire shakes his head, not out.
Don't run for them, boys.
Worcestershire slowly catching up with the worm from Franklyn Stephenson Academy. With that heave, the end of the over, number 19, the score moves on to 159 for 3. Moore Nuttall on 48 and Pygott Nuttall on 34. That first over by Jilts costing 9 runs. They now require 88 runs from 66 balls. Takes over now from Bab. He previously had figures of 2 overs, 1 maiden, not for 1.
Number 2 girl run is world number 6, boy. Frankie, just so you take the glass because you don't want the legs, boy.
What a way to bring up your 50. A 6 smashed. Moore now moves on to 54 from 34 balls. 3 4s and 6 6s. 20, the score 167 for 3. Moore 55 not out, Pygott 35 not out. Now require 80 runs from 60 balls. Bennett's the home of Franklyn Stephenson Academy. In the field, we have Franklyn Stephenson Academy 11 fielding against Worcestershire, who required 247 for a victory. They are now 167 for 3. Main jokes to continue from the southern end. Another 6 smashed there by Moore.
Rich, keep going.
He's getting his resin 6s. And Moore hits yet another 6. And that brings up the 100 partnership for Worcestershire. 100 partnership off of 65 balls, 6 4s and 8 6s. They now requires 66 from 56 balls. Fall of Moore's wicket. That's the 4th wicket for Worcestershire. Brilliant catch there, taken high in the air by Anthony Morris. And he's been caught by Morris for 68 runs. 181 for 3. Sorry. 181 for 4. Kevin Truswell. Successful over despite going for 14 runs by Jilts. The score now moves on to 181 for 4 after 21 overs. Worcestershire requires 66 runs from 54 balls.
Morris continues to bowl.
From the northern end.
John.
Yes. At the end of over number 22, 186 for 4 Worcestershire, requiring 61 runs from 48 balls. Pygott Nuttall on 41, Traswell yet to score. Tap from the northern end. And he'll be bowling to Pygott, who has 41 runs.
warm it up too late, Frankie, man.
By Ronnie Roberts after the ball whisked over the ground through Morris. At the end of the 23rd over here at Franklyn Stephenson Academy, Bennetson, Barbados, Worcestershire has moved on to 192 for 4 after 23 overs, requiring now 55 runs from 42 balls, with Pygott Nutter on 44 and Trosbad Nutter on 2. To bowl from the northern end, and he's bowling to Pygott. The umpire came out. I played there, signaling for the third umpire. Over there by Morris, 3 runs coming from it. Tightening the screws a little bit on the bowling. Worcestershire now moves on to 195 for 4 from 24 overs. They require now 52 runs from 36 balls. They have just seen a low fall in the run rate. They now require 8.67 runs per over. Their current rate is 8.13. wicket falls for Worcestershire. Pye got 5 runs short of his 50, falling for 45 ball jolts. The score 197 for 5 in the 25th over. They now require 50 runs from 33 balls. Martin Downs. Pygott made 45 over 45 balls, hitting 7 fours. After the consultation there from some of the fielders to the bowler, giving them a little instruction, some help and guidance as to what to do next in these next 3 balls. Worcestershire needing 50 runs from 33 balls. It's given away 3 runs there in that over and taking a wicket. The score moves on to 198 for 5 at the end of the 25th over. Worcestershire requires now 49 from 30 balls. 2 new batsmen at the crease. Traswell, he is not out on 3. Downs not out on 1. They require some 4s and some 6s here going forward for these next 30 balls if they're to give the South a chance at winning this game. Five overs, 1 maiden, none for 17, continues to bowl at the northern end, bowling to Downs. For Worcestershire, 200 off 169 balls, 24s and 8 sixes.
Good offer. Go ahead.
a fine spell with just 4 runs coming off his last over, bowling 6 overs, 1 maiden, none for 21. The score for Worcestershire moves on to 202 for 5 at the end of 26. They now require 45 from 24 balls.
Come on, Kevin. Come on, Kev.
Number 27, Worcestershire, 211 for 5, required 36 from 18, playing against Franklyn Stephenson Academy 11, here at Bennett's in Barbados. Morris at the northern end. He had previous figures of 2 overs, none for 22.
Today. Nice shot, Kevin.
Troswell, he moves on to 20 to score 221 for 5 in the 28th over. Bob coming in there for a bit of a hammer in there. Number 28, 226 for 5, Worcestershire, requiring now 21 runs from 12 balls. Troswell not out on 25, Dongs not out on 6. 15 runs coming off that last over, bowled by Bab. He has 3 for 36, very expensive. Over, he has figures of 5 overs, 2 for 40. And he be bowling to Troswell. Ronnie Roberts in the deep. Worcestershire loses their 6th wicket. Caught Roberts, ball jokes. Dongs out for 6. Gerard Gasparo. Worcestershire now requires 20 runs off of 8 balls. To go, Worcestershire 228 for 6, requiring now 19 runs from 6 balls.
3 sixes. 3 sixes up for 10.
They count, boy.
Yeah, you know,
You count, boy.
Who that ball in? Hey, he's a good bowler, boy. He's dominant record.
To bowl the final over, he had previous figures of 3 overs, none for 23. Can he bowl a tight over here for the Academy 11? Or will Worcestershire overcome and they win the game? 19 runs from 6 balls. Troswell on strike. He's on 26, not out.
Hey, I got you back, boy.
228 for 7, 19 runs from 5 balls.
That's there, man. That's there. I like a game with this.
Pearsall replaces Troswell. But as the batsman had crossed, he wouldn't be facing. You'll be bowling to Gasparo, who has faced only 1 ball so far, and he's currently on naught. Four balls.
3 sixes and done it. 3 sixes and done it. Right.
3 balls. Balls.
Two sixes at a time.
Come on, you need 2 sixes.
Keeper, step it back.
1 ball.
Go to the balls. Rise the game.
Set and match.
Nice, man.
Worcestershire ending on 235 for 7 from their 30 overs to lose by 11 runs. But as we know, there are no losers here. A very good game was had by all. I'll just give you a run of the scorecard. Franklyn Stephenson 11 Academy batted first, and they made 246. Worcestershire chasing 247 for victory were made 235 for 7 off their 30 overs, with Mike Prince making 23, McCollinson 24, Pygott he made 45, Glenn Thomas he made 1, Richard Moore 68 he top scored, Traswell 26, Dongs he made 6, Gasparo Nato on 2, and Pearson Nato on 5. For the bowling, the pick of the bowlers was Wayne Jones. He got 3 for 41 from his 6 overs. Ricky Clark, he took 2 for 44 from his 6. Robert Young just ending with 1 wicket for 30 runs from his 4 overs. Other contributions came from Norwell Skeet. He bowled 3 for 25. Anthony Morris 6 for 21, bowling 1 maiden. Cooper 2 for 23. And Sholan Bab 3 for 36. Thank you very much for listening and watching us here at Bennetson, Barbados. We wish you all the best down there in the UK and all around the world. Les the Prescott signing out.